see what the two purposes are for chains doing speed work?
Because it makes you accelerate further at the peak of the movement.
Why?
Because it gets heavier as you go up.
So that's the first thing. So the chains are like adjust the resistance to the force curve. You're stronger at the end of the range of motion.
Yeah.
So that overloads that portion. Whereas if you were doing just the speed squat itself, it would be too light at the top of the approach using. What's the second reason?
Stability.
Pardon?
Stability.
That would be a third reason, but that's not one of the main reasons. Because when you're producing force, what happens is when you're trying to go as fast as possible, the body will try to protect itself from ballistic shock at the joint. Because if you go really fast, when you reach the end, it gives a shock in the joints. So instinctively, the body will try to protect itself by going slower. And ironically, the faster you go from the bottom, the sooner the body will try to decelerate because it has to cut down more speed. So actually, when you try to build more explosiveness at the end of range of motion, where it's more important, you learn neurologically to decelerate because you have to stop the momentum you created. The chains, by adding resistance at the top, increase the resistance, so they decrease the need to stop or to reduce your speed at the top. So you don't learn to decelerate at the end of the range of motion, you learn to keep on accelerating.
So for this kind of work, do you prefer chains over bands?
Actually, for speed work, bands would be really good also.
Okay.
But you have to find the proper band resistance. The problem with bands is that they create a lot of eccentric stress. Because on the way down, they try to throw you down. So they accelerate you downward. So on the way down, you have to break the acceleration. So it drastically increases the eccentric stress. So that's why when you do bands, you're much more sore. I once did bench press with bands. I don't do that anymore. I do reverse band, but not regular bands, because I was sore for 14 days, and it actually decreased my bench pressing performance for 21 days.
Oh, okay.
So that doesn't go well with my mentality that the more often and more work you can do, the more you'll progress. Chains provide the same advantage, but they don't have that
additional eccentric.
Exactly, because it's just added weight. It's not added deceleration or acceleration in the opposite direction.
Okay.
So that's the main purpose. Also, the chains, since they are, you know that they're going to have resistance at the top, you instinctively learn to produce more force and more explosiveness right off the bat because you want to beat the chains. So it teaches you to produce a high level of power instantly. Really turn on. You have to flex to get it out. You have to extend to get it out the other way. Nice.
Nice, come on. Strong.
That's your best set so far. Good. Elbows. There's one more in your toe. There's two more on the tip of your fingers. Or here. Is first here, then like this.
Shoulder shelf?
Yeah, shoulder shelf. It's not here, and you don't have stability here. Here. Almost. Good. Tip where you can just move them around. Oh shit.
And take some time, we'll just do that.
Exactly. I'll go ahead and we do the active breath. Take any 1 exercise, 1 arm.